Hello all and welcome to the next video here in the Onion Man's Rooftop Two-Headed Cow Caravan of Treasure and sometimes Barter. The streak continues. Sorry this looks the way it does right now. I sort of messed up making this video. I said before in the Masters of the Universe videos, I was going to try to break those up because there's so much Masters of the Universe stuff I'm opening that I was going to try to break up with different stuff in between those. And I had a figure that had been sitting here for probably a little over a year now at this point. It's a reissue figure of the Captain Blake from The Fog, the John Carpenter 80 Fog movie. I believe it was 1980, right? I could be wrong on that. Anyway, it looks like this because I was in the process of opening it up and everything, and then I realized I was not recording like an idiot. I've done that a couple of times on this channel. Sorry. But yeah, so apologies. Here's the... If you want to know, he comes in a clamshell. It's dusty because it's been sitting here for a while. And you just pop it open and everything. It does not. It's not a resealable clamshell, sadly. I don't think. I mean, I guess it is, but once you open it, those pops are torn. But it can be kind of reshut. Anyway, I realized it was. I was going through like this whole thing, and it was like already kind of. I wasn't filming. I was dumb. But I like the backdrop here on this Fog poster. There's the back of it if you want to take a look at the little history of Captain Blake here. I mentioned before, so I'm kind of re-going over some stuff here. If I'm not mistaken, I believe Captain Blake is actually played by Rob Bottin in heavy makeup, which is pretty cool to have I'm pretty sure I'm right on that, right? If you don't know who Rob Bottin is, he was these effects artist for a lot of early kind of horror stuff. Very innovative for his time. He did The Fog. He did a lot with The Thing. Another awesome, probably my favorite horror movie of all time, and one of my outright favorite movies of all time is The Thing. I believe he got like a special honorary Academy Award for Total Recall because effects like that were not an award back then, so they made one for them. Him and his team, or the other guys that were involved. So I think it's pretty cool to have that. The first accessory out of the box was the cutlass, the sword. It looks really cool. It's got a cool rusty look to it. It looks broken up, like it hasn't been sharpened or anything. Apologies for the lack of focus here. Yeah, I like it. And then, of course, I had the sheath. It's got a knot here to probably go on his waist or something, a little peg. And then it's got like a little leather strap thing going down. It's got a lot of really good detail. And it fits right in. At least I took the picture before I opened it for the thumbnail of the video. And here he is. It was at this point before I started cutting the bands out of him, because bands be damned, I have scissors, that I realized I was not filming. I did not see the red bar on top of my phone to be filming. So, blah. Anyway, here he is. He's actually got light up eyes. Hopefully the batteries are still good. Like I said, I've been sitting on this for a little while, so... and hopefully they're not corroded. I might have to take them out anyways. If I have something that has batteries, I always take them out because I don't want it to corrode. So let's go ahead and get them out of here. Again, apologies for not getting to see a full opening. I screwed that up. Is that it? He had one around the legs and one around the body? Okay, I got the one on the legs off. Is the one on the body going to come off? Oh. It did not. Apologies, the band around his waist was like not wanting to cut. Okay, here we go. I was explaining before I kind of get into the figure here. Oh, he looks great. Apologies, I like this. Oh, he looks fantastic. Hold on. Straighten him out here. A little bit of a janky ankle joint here. Hopefully he stands. Okay, cool. I was explaining before when I was not recording that I've never been a fan at all of like these fully clothed NECA figures. I think they've worked in some instances. And what I mean by that is I have two. This is the second one I have. The first one I bought was the Candyman figure. And I think that one worked really well. One, because it was such a great Tony Todd likeness. And I did a video on that one if you want to go back and look at it. I'm pretty sure it's on the channel here way back. But the clothes weren't too loose and the coat was so big it covered up any imperfections. So that one I think worked out really well. And it also fit because Tony Todd's a really tall dude and these are a little bit taller. I don't think they're a 6-inch scale. I think they're a 7-inch scale. Could be wrong on that. But anyway, and then I decided to get this one because I thought it looked good too. The clothes don't look too loose on him. And because he is like an undead zombie anyways, they can be a little loose and look like he's been decaying and everything. So I thought it looked good for this one, and it outright does. Like, out of the box here, this looks fantastic. My main reason I don't like a lot of the cloth figures is just because I'm not a big fan of, like, this kind of Mego design of figures. It's one of the reasons why I don't get a lot of Mezcos. They just look weird. They look like really high-quality, overpriced Mego figures. But these NECA ones, sometimes they're good, sometimes they're not. I like the Candyman one, obviously, the Tony Todd Candyman one. And then I love this one here. I think the clothes look really good. They're nice and tight on them. They don't look too baggy. So it looks less like Amigo and it looks more like an actual figure, and I like that about it. So let's go ahead and get into him here. He has a lot of great detail. The weathering and kind of scurvy look of the pirate boots here, all the torn up clothes with the detail and the like wear and tear. It's got like that purple effect of the fog itself, which is really nice. All the detail in the straps here. The head alone is just absolutely amazing. Look at that. They even got like the hole going into the mouth. This is amazing. This is such a nice figure. And I wanted to get this one too because I didn't know how much like fog stuff was out there. It doesn't seem like it's a lot. So getting like the main, I don't want to say villain per se. If you actually watch the fog, you might not really believe they're the villains, which is, I don't want to spoil anything. But yeah, it even has like a turquoisey rusted look on the belt buckle, on the buckles. I love that look. That is fantastic. I'm not going to go too much into articulation. But yeah, the holes on the pants, everything about this figure looks great. There's the thing in the back. So it looks like the batteries go in the back of the head. Here's the plastic tab you pull to see if the eyes light up. I guess we can do that now. It's got a tiny screw, so good thing it can be opened up to take the batteries out if you want, which is probably what I'll end up doing at some point. So let's see if he works. Moment of truth. Okay, tag is out. Which way does this go? Oh shit. Oh, that is bright. Nah, look, that is bright. That looks fantastic. Holy shit. Yo. Oh my god. Oh, that looks amazing. It's just a switch in the back. You just switch it on and off. So let me turn it off real quick. So you can... Oh, no. Okay, so there it is off. Then if you want them on, check out the difference here. Like how bright he is. Oh, that's great. The camera, too, is making it look even brighter because of the lighting and everything. But, oh, this is fantastic. I genuinely love this. I feel like if I had opened this when I got it, I know the back of the box says 2018. That is not when I got it. This is like the reissue when they re-released it. I want to say it was either last year in 2022 when it came in, or it was late 2021. I can't remember. I remember I got it off of Dorkside, which RIP Dorkside. And yeah, if I had opened this when it came in that year, this would have been a high figure of the year contender. It is so good. Even for a cloth figure, which I openly have admitted, I do not like the cloth figures from NECA. This one's fantastic. It's like the Tony Todd one. It's just very impressive for what it is. Cool. The problem is going to be finding a screwdriver small enough to get the back of the head off to take those batteries out. See if I can get the sword on here real quick. I'm going to guess it goes right here on the belt somewhere. I hope. Oh, it goes right here. So at the kind of the point of the, if you can see right there above his hand, that's where it goes on the kind of strap, I guess. Sorry, bud, gotta move your arm. Apologies, I'm like meticulously trying to get this on there. Does it go the other way? Perhaps? Okay, interesting. I don't know if it's supposed to be that way or not, but it looks like it, huh? So I initially thought it would go on the outside, but the peg for it to go in, the peg hole, is actually kind of too small from that side, so but it fits in if you do it this way. I don't know if that's how it's supposed to be or not, but he is what he is. If that's the case, then I think this needs to be moved. That way? This figure is amazing. I'm sorry, I'm still baffled by how good this looks. This should probably hang down, but it's kind of folded up. Oh well, I'm not going to complain. This right here, apologies. I'm so whatever looking at it myself, I'm forgetting to put him in camera frame. I like this a lot. This is low-key one of the better figures I've opened in a long time. He looks fantastic. He stands well. He's got a little bit of a mine's got a little bit of a janky ankle on the left ankle, but he stands perfectly fine. Anyways, you don't need him to do much. I think it would have been cool if he came with a giant gold cross, but it is what it is. I like this figure a lot. This is a massive, massive, massive thumbs up. If I had opened this when I got it, like 1 or 2 years ago, easily would have been up there with a figure of the year candidate for sure. I mean, hell, I might just retroactively put it on my top contender list for this year since I'm opening it this year. It didn't come out this year, but hey, I like this figure a lot. Big thumbs up. I'm a big fan of the Fog. I think it's probably one of John Carpenter's more underrated films. A lot of people think of Halloween. You got some people out there who always think of the Fog, like myself. But yeah, I think The Fog is one of his more underrated films. Escape to New York and all that stuff too, I think kind of gets overlooked. But I think The Fog is probably his most overlooked film. I don't know if underrated is the right word, because I feel like anybody who knows about The Fog knows how good it is. So I think it's more so overlooked and not underrated. But yeah, I really like it. This is a fantastic figure. I'm going to turn his eyes on to end the video here again, just because of how badass it looks. Nice. That's the video. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe if you want to. You do not have to if you do want to, but I always appreciate anybody who does. And this is a kick-ass figure, man. So I will catch you guys on whatever the next video is. I don't know. There's a lot of good stuff coming up, but just the pure like shock of how great this figure actually is. I don't know if anything's going to top it for a while, so see ya.